74 Guild 12 string. Pretty cool. That just showed up. Hi guys. Papa Top again. I just got time for one more round. Set 'em up, my friend, and I'll be gone, and you can let some other fool sit down. Hi, friends. I thought I'd give you a little Papa Top just because I just popped a top. Hope you're all doing great out there. Lord Jesus. Larry's worn out. The boy is worn to pieces. He's had it. Was on the road for 3 or 4 days and got in super early in the morning from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Got my gear, got home, and then I had to go right to a rehearsal Sunday, all day. Learned a million songs for this gig coming up on the 18th. But man, Lord Jesus, I just felt like playing some country music and drinking a beer. And I thought maybe you'd want to join me. That's all it is. Just getting lost in a little stream of consciousness there. Stream of unconsciousness. I just wanted to say thank you. I haven't checked the guy's name, but the guy that runs my website reached out a minute ago and said that there was a fellow who's a cardiologist somewhere in New York somewhere, and said he wanted to. He liked that song I played on that little Gibson Century of Progress, that little acoustic piece I did when I was on the road a few days ago, and he said, man, the guy said he offered to pay to record it, Man, I appreciate that, but it's not money is not the issue, my friend. It's time. Time is the thing, especially, when you start getting up and, my age, it's like time is more, it's more of a precious commodity than dough, you know what I mean? It's like, I really appreciate the fact that you like that song, and I probably will take you up on that one day. If I get a free minute, we'll have a fun time recording that song, and I'll dedicate it to you, my dear man. Thank you for offering to do that. That's very sweet of you, man. You know what I've been thinking about a lot lately? I probably should save this concept for a whole big fresh episode and make a big deal, make a much bigger deal out of this. But I was talking with a couple of friends recently, and I feel like I have neglected with you guys to I'm going to start doing more lessons about hybrid picking. I feel like, I was talking to my buddy this morning, a friend of mine that he watched the whole course, and he said that, people focus on he's talking to me, he said they focus on your alternate picking and all that, and they focus on when you play with the claw, right? Like, but I don't think you talk enough. He was saying to me, and I agree with him. The importance of just pure hybrid picking. For all those that don't know, hybrid picking just means holding the flat pick and also being able to use all your other fingers while you're playing. Like a lot of greats have done. Danny Gatton and all those guys. And I think a lot of people think that hybrid picking is only like for country and shit like that, or they think it's for like a certain kind of guitar playing. But I would argue that hybrid picking is useful, not only useful for all styles of music, it's an absolute necessity. Like, I feel like if you've made up your mind to not hybrid pick for some reason, if you've only learned with the pick and that's all you ever want to do, I feel like you could potentially be missing out on a whole world of shit that's possible. I mean, I use it constantly. All my friends that play use it constantly. I was talking with Jed Hughes the other day. I go, man, what if you had to play a gig and you couldn't hybrid pick? He goes, man, I wouldn't even know what to play. It's like, it's the whole thing of making this whole right hand. Every weapon that you have should be available to make a sound, to strike a note, to play a rhythm. If you just had to restrict it only to just the pick alone and never use any of your fingers or anything, man, it's like having one oar in the water and not two. It's like, I don't understand why anybody would not do it. It's like, if it feels uncomfortable to you or something, it's like, it's just, I mean, I would just start fucking with it until it does feel comfortable, because there are so many things, so many possibilities. It's endless, man. I mean, watch any one of my videos, man, or any guitar player that you like, and check and see how much hybrid picking that they're all doing. It's like, it's pretty wide ranging and lots of different styles, and man, the expressiveness that you get, sometimes I tuck the pick in between, like quickly just tuck it. When I'm playing, I'll be doing a flat pick thing, and I'll just immediately tuck it, and then I've got all 4 fingers available to strike chords and pick out individual notes. Now let me try to play that exact thing with just a pick, and listen how lame it is. Okay, let's see. I can make it work, but there's how much more expressive is this, The thing about it, it's not just playing softer. I notice, you probably thought, well, yeah, you definitely play harder with the pick. It's not just that. It's the fact that you don't have to play all the strings. You can select the ones that you want to play. Like if I play that chord right there, the G major 7. It's a 4-note pluck. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? I'm not using the little finger. I'm just going. Here's the voicing. 3, 5, X, 4, 7, X. Those are all 4-note chords. I'll try playing that same thing with a pick. Watch. It just doesn't have the same sexiness. It doesn't give you that same feeling. Here's the pick. You can get pretty chill and pretty mellow with the pick. You can make it very chill and very dynamic, but it's just never going to give you the same soft kind of attack that your fingers are going to give you, like when you do the claw thing. So like, there's if you guys want me to, I will in the future go off and give you many different examples of ways to use the hybrid picking in the claw, and I probably should have done that already if I haven't showed that enough. It's a huge part of what I do, and everyone I know actually plays that way. And I think if you're a serious guitar player and you're for some reason are avoiding that, I would highly recommend that you stop avoiding that and you start working it into your playing, because it's just makes you way more versatile, more expressive, gives you a wider palette of things to paint with. You know what I mean? And isn't that the whole fucking point, friends? Depends on what kind of music, like sometimes you just want to, like some shit's just way better just with a flat pick, you want that relentless hard pick sound. But when I look over at all my favorite guitar players, when I'm either watching them or playing with them, they're all doing this shit. It's like picking some notes, plucking others. You know, that kind of shit. So anyway, that's it. I'm a little frazzled, a little burned out, been working too much. So if I'm not making any sense, please don't hold it against me. I'm just a man, people. I hope everybody's doing great out there. Thank you so much for getting involved with the course. The response has been amazing. The comments have been amazing. I'll leave a link to it. If you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. And that's it for now. I'll keep you posted on what's coming up soon. And we'll talk soon, friends. Peace out. Over and out.